get the tweet out. This will be a quick show, like for real this time. That's really what this all comes down to. That's going to be the main idea of this show. I don't even think I'm going to harp on this for too long. I want to get off of here. I didn't enjoy that game. I'm also sad and worried about Quick. It didn't look good. I hope that he's okay. Ultimately, he's able to return or just be okay, period. That was really unfortunate. I hope that Jalen's good. We sucked. We sucked. You can't keep shooting like we're shooting and win a series. Especially not when you're allowing the other team to shoot the way we're allowing them to shoot. You can't do both. You can't do both. It's just it's every game now where we're shooting like 25% from three. Like it is what it is, man. It is like you can't win games like that. Like that's not winning basketball. It's not a recipe for winning basketball. And so we've got to figure something out. We've got to figure. What was that 3-point percentage? 20% from three. Again, 8 of 40. That's not gonna go well. So you know the vibes. Let's get to it. Let's get to the intro so we can get on with the show and get out of here. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Knicks fans here, there, and abound. Welcome to Postgame Pouting with I Hate Sean. This is Postgame Pouting. I Hate Sean, and the Knicks took a tough loss. I mean, listen, here's the thing, right? I'm like kind of conflicted right now because there's two sides of me, right? There's the side of me that was frustrated with this performance in this game and how poorly we played and how poorly we shot. And there's the side of me that knows that coming into this game, period, wanted this game. We won every game. We wanted to be able to take control of the series. The objective on this trip is take one in Miami. That's what we have to do. We would have liked to take both. We have to take one. And so we made our mission more difficult by not taking care of the work early, but we still just got to win one. You feel me? My Heat fan friends, they're probably in here right now because since it's post-game pouting. I'm sure they'll be in the space. They're blowing my phone up. They're talking crazy. Hey, man, it's fine. They won the game. You feel me? But, like, they're talking like the series is over. I don't feel like the series is over at all. We win game 4. We're in great shape. We're back in home court advantage. But so it would now. Here's what we talk about what happened in the game. Once again, we can't keep shooting like that. I don't even know what else to talk about. I really don't. That's why the show is going to be short. What else do I talk about, bro? For real. What else do I talk about? Anything else I talk about is just going to get on my nerves. You feel me? Like, am I going to talk about Julius Randle and his absolutely pathetic effort, especially in the second quarter? Am I going to talk about that? Is that going to be fun to talk about? I don't think that's going to be fun to talk about. We all saw it. I don't really want to talk about it. It has to be. He can't play like that again next game. He can't play like that again next game. We can't shoot like that again next game. 20%. 8 of 40. 8 of 40, bro. You can't shoot 8 of 40. And they actually shot 7 of 32. So we did better there than I thought we did. But yeah, we can't shoot 8 of 40. We got Jalen with 20 points, 6 boards, 8 assists, 7 of 20 from the field, 0 of 5 from 3. Another poor shooting performance from the perimeter in general. But hopefully, he shot poorly in game 1, bounced back, shot really well in game 2. So shot poorly in game 3. Hey, brother, we need you to shoot well in game 4. RJ, 14 points, 3 boards, 1 assist, 5 of 16, 2 of 7 from 3. It was tough for RJ, especially because they matched Jimmy up on him. And I don't like that we didn't close with them. I feel like he could have been out there. I don't know. I don't like that that's like becoming a default thing, especially with how well he's been playing in general. He had a really good third quarter as well. But yeah, just didn't get some of those to drop. Julius, 10 points, 14 boards, 2 assists. He got a lot of boards today, 4 of 15 from the field. Yeah, we just shot terribly. And they played good defense. They played good defense, and we shot terribly. So, like, they made attempts at the basket tough. They made it tough for us to get there. As tough as they made it for us to score in the paint, meanwhile, they're giving us pretty much open threes. And we didn't hit. Emmanuel Cookie hit a 3 with like 6 minutes left in the second quarter. And that was the first shot that we hit that wasn't in the paint. You're not going to be able to keep up like that in a game. You're just not. So we have to shoot the ball better. We just do. We can't all shoot this poorly. We can't shoot this poorly as a team. Listen, bro. And Josh Hart, 15 points, 12 boards, 2 assists, 5 of 12 from the field. I mean, he had a good game, but like, I think you got to go Grimes back in the starting lineup, bro. I understood sticking with Hart when he did it. I kind of figured it would happen. I thought maybe it was possible, and I saw the logic behind it, so I wasn't mad. And I'm not even trying. I'm not being a hindsight guy right now. Like, oh, that was stupid. Nah, bro. When he did it, I was like, I'm pretty sure that's what's gonna happen. I get it. At this point, it's clear. We need the shooting. It's almost like you get to solve 2 of your biggest problems. We need the shooting, and the bench needs the life. And oh my goodness, speaking of the bench, man, it's quick okay. It's quick okay. Hey, man, I'm not going to lie. Draymond Adebayo was kind of wilding. Bro. I'm not going to lie. And, like, I tweeted that he dove straight into Quick's leg. And everybody's like, oh, blah, blah, blah. No, you're trying to say he was dirty. And blah, blah, blah. He wasn't trying to hurt him, be for real. I was like, bro, I never said he was trying to hurt him. I didn't say he was trying to hurt him. I didn't even say the play was dirty. I said he dove straight into his leg. That is how words work, bro. Like, he didn't hit the ground. He didn't hit the floor first. He didn't slide. Quick didn't run into him. He dove into his leg. He dove on the floor. Quick's leg was there. He dove into his leg. It's reckless. And it wasn't even a foul called. So, like, and then on top of that, he goes and A-Town stomps Brunson's ankle. And, like, he steps on it, lands on it, and then stays on it. Like, he doesn't get right off. It is what it is. Like, it's just, whatever. But nah, man, we can't shoot this poorly. I can't even be sure that we won't. Honestly, we've shot poorly the entire playoffs, and so now I'm at the point where like I don't even. Well, it's a quick show, like I said. I'm gonna get through these right away. But like I'm really at the point now where like I don't have much else to say. There's not much left to be said. We have to hit shots. If we continue to not hit shots like this, we are going to go home. You can't shoot, like, we got away with it in the Cleveland series, but you can't keep shooting under 30% from 3. You can't keep shooting 40, or damn near sub 40% from the floor. You can't do that. You can't do that, like, every night, bro. Not in a playoff run. It's just not going to work, bro. At some point, we have to hit shots. Plain and simple. We have to hit shots. We got to be better defensively for a multitude of reasons that, personally, I don't even feel like going through right now. I don't really feel like it. I don't. We have to hit shots. That's what it comes down to. Let's get to the comments. Neil says, salute to you, Sean. It was a fun season. I'm calling it. Neil, that's nasty. That's nasty. That's nasty. Why? What do you get out of that? What do you get out of calling it from now? I mean, you go down 3-1, and you can start feeling like, all right, you got to win 3 straight. We're having a tough time. Bro, it's 2-1. You got to go out there and give everything you got for Game 4. You got to win Game 4. Game 4 is literally must win. This game was a big game, it wasn't necessarily must win. Coming into this, we said we have to get one game in Miami. The opportunity to do that is still there. So if this can still be a successful trip and swing home court advantage back to us, I don't see the point in calling the season. I just don't. I mean, now if guys come out and shoot 20% again on Monday, then yeah, we might be going home. But I'll talk about that on Monday. But just like calling it now, don't be a loser, bro. Come on, stop that. Nick Tate said, I'm disappointed and frustrated and won't be on Twitter until Monday. Love, bro. Love, bro. Love. I understand. It's disappointing and frustrating. E Money says, series not over. Series not over. Exactly. It's not over. Nick Morente said, have faith. It's all I can have at this point. It's all I can have. Neil said, don't want to keep being a negative Nancy in here. Hit the like button, y'all. Hit the like button. You know the vibes. Jordan said, shameful performance, TBH. This team is so much better than that. We just look bad, bro. I don't even know what to talk about. We just look bad. Like, we look bad. We look bad. We have to be better. The team that's forcing you to shoot, you can't shoot 8 for 40. Like, you can't. It's still their game plan. They haven't changed it. They're not going to. I wouldn't if I was them either. We're shooting 20%. Second game this series. We're 3 games into the series. In 2 of those games, we've shot 20% from 3. I wouldn't change. Why? They're playing the numbers. Nick Mordente said, what's the fix? The fix? Bro, hit shots. Hit shots. I think that we got to start Quentin Grimes. Like I said, I feel like a lot of people agree. I think we got to start Grimes. Open the floor up for shooting. Because, like, in the beginning, you know, Grimes had and Hart had a really good game. It's not anything against Josh Hart in any way. It's just in terms of, like, the way the lineup fits. I mean, Brian Gibber went on the timeline and was saying, you know, if the Knicks are going to go out, I'd like to see them go out doing what worked all year instead of, like, trying to make this. Like, do what was working, bro. It was working. So go back to that. Have the floor a little more balanced when those kickouts come. The Grimes can rise and elevate and shoot quick because, like, they're giving so much space, especially to Josh Hart. And he hit a couple today, but there's a lot that he didn't take, that he doesn't take, that he won't. He's not going to take. And they're not even. It's not even necessarily like the worst shots for him not to take because of the kind of shooter he is. But Quentin Grimes is a catch and shoot shooter. So, like, get him on the floor, allow him to operate off of the gravity of the other guys. They're converging. They're converging on Julius. They're converging on Jalen. Them putting Jimmy on RJ was huge for them. I feel like. I think that was. You know, I should have known Spo was going to do it at some point because from the beginning of the series, that was the thing I wanted them to do the least. By far, the thing I wanted them to do the least. So I was glad they didn't start off doing it, but I guess, you know, RJ demanded enough respect at this point. And because you put Jimmy on Jalen, we run so many actions with Jalen, we run so many pick and rolls, you know, different things like this. You can get switches, get Jalen coming from different directions, all kind of different angles, all these different things where Jalen can still navigate and get into the spots he needs to get into. Julius can kind of overpower him a bit, and plus we aren't getting much out of Julius. We didn't get much out of Julius anyway without Jimmy on him. But you know, I wouldn't have minded that as much. But with RJ, I feel like Jimmy neutralizes what RJ's strengths are. Jimmy neutralizes what RJ's able to do well, just in terms of, like, you know, being quick enough while also being strong enough. Like, RJ can't really bully Jimmy on his way to the basket. Like, normally anybody that guards RJ is either too slow or too small or both. And so I think that made life a lot more difficult for him. He had one move in the third quarter, I believe, maybe the fourth, where he came in the lane, he, like, bumped Jimmy, and then he, like, created some space and turned back the other way and shot it. And I really liked the move. The shot didn't go in, but I really liked the move because it's like that. It showed an ability to create a good look with Jimmy on him, which is important because we're still going to need RJ to score. But, you know, he's going to have to knock down the jumper to make that easier, and he's going to have to be aggressive in transition before they're able to get set and things like that. But, yeah, we got to put Grimes back on the floor. There's going to be a lot of attention defensively. They're going to be converging, you know, and make that kick out, and he can knock that shot down. He's got that first step to be able to attack. But I think that you got to get Grimes back out there in the starting lineup, and in turn get Hart back with the bench. I really pray, I hope and pray that Emmanuel quickly is okay. I really do. And if he can't go for game 4, the next man up, Juice McBride, we need you, brother. So let's get it. Boom. Amazement said, "Wow, just came out with no energy and no urgency. That's a player thing, not Tibbs." Honestly, bro, I'm not gonna lie. Like, we just didn't look. We didn't come out with fire, and I really don't want to harp on it because we already lost. I feel like I don't even feel the need to be more negative. I'm really just on to Monday now. That's really where I'm at, bro. Like, as annoyed as I am, as frustrated as I am, like, living in this and staying in this don't really do nothing for me. Or for any of us, it's still a series. You feel me? So it's like I gotta shift to game 4 now. So what do I want to see in game 4? What do I hope we see in game 4? And like, what can we do from there? Like, how like I said, we have to win 1 in Miami. If we can take game 4, we're still in good shape, and this is a successful trip. So I kind of just gotta shift to that. But yeah, we look terrible. And Julius Randle just looked like he didn't care for large portions of the game. It was disgusting, especially that second quarter. He said, "I need the whole Knicks wall on the Knicks coaching staff at this point." I don't really, as a coaching staff, I don't really know what I could do. I mean, I'd say switch everything. To be honest, like, what was the score today? 105 to 86? Bro, like, I don't think, as annoying as our defense is sometimes, annoying as some of the things, I think we gave up too many extra possessions, like where we let them get rebounds on. I hate that. That's my least favorite thing, bro. Secure the board, please. Everybody box out. Secure the rebound. Stop giving up extra opportunities, especially when you're struggling to get stops in the first place. But I don't think that defense is our issue today, bro. Of course, we should have been better defensively. We need to be better defensively, but, like, we can't keep missing these shots. We're getting wide open looks and shooting 20%. And Julius didn't care, by the way. That for a long time. For a very long time in that game, Julius Randle did not care. But I can't coach that. I would have taken him out of the game. Neil said, "Whole team minus Star J got to look themselves in the mirror. Coaches too." I think as a team, everybody needs to look themselves in the mirror. I mean, like I said, Game 3 wasn't necessarily must win. Game 4 is. I mean, yeah, you can go back to the Garden and, be down 3-1 and make it 3-2 and then still take one game in Miami. But you don't want to put yourself in that situation. We don't want to be in that situation. I don't want to be in that situation. So, Game 4, gotta get that one, bro. Gotta win Game 4. Nick's tape says, "Start Grimes over Hart and don't play Julius more than 32 minutes. I think that's an excellent solution, especially if Julius playing like the piece of shit he was playing like today. It's ridiculous. My apologies. It's daytime. I know it's probably kids around. I apologize. I'm sorry. I was frustrated. I had a moment." Nick's tape said, "Oh, nope." Jordan said, "First couple of possessions kind of show where the game was going." And I didn't want to see it that way, man. But yeah, we just didn't. We didn't come out with fire, bro. We didn't come out like this was the biggest game that we've had. But it's and I hate to harp on him, but I mean, it was that bad, bro. I gotta talk about it. This is the biggest game in Julius Randle's career, and he looked like he wasn't on the floor for the majority of it. He looked like he was not present. He was not locked in. He was not dialed in. This is the biggest game of his career. It's not even close. Like, not even like a close second, like, oh, well, what about that? No, this was the biggest game of his career. Outside of Jalen Brunson, this was the biggest game of everybody's career. Gotta show up better than that, bro. We gotta come out fiery. We gotta, listen, man, one thing about the Heat, they're not going to lack effort. They're not going to lack grit. They're not going to lack any of that stuff at any point. Never. Never. Bro, they shot 7 for 32 today. They weren't super great. They just played hard all game. And the refs were. But, not enough to... We lost by 20, bro. It's not the refs. The refs are awful. That's not the refs. Gotta have the sense of urgency, bro. I need to see a real sense of urgency. That was my biggest concern about game two and why I went to bed with a headache. I was dizzy after ending the show. I was that frustrated. They almost threw the season away. But like it was just in a moment where you needed to have as much of a sense of urgency as possible. This was the sense of urgency you had. The sense of urgency I saw in game two was not encouraging. And so I didn't see us come out with a sense of urgency today, and that's unfortunate. And so, I mean, I've already been fooled twice, so it's kind of already shame on me, right? Like, but come on, like the sense of urgency, game four, we have to win it. I need us to play like we have to win, and I don't even mean forcing things, but I need us to be locked. I need us to be firing, bro, on all cylinders. Like we have to win. Effort play. We should never get beat. We were getting beaten to loose balls, bro. Why we were down like 16, 17? How you getting beaten to loose balls when you're down 17? How they still going harder than you? I don't get it. Neil said rotations weren't working. That's on Tibbs. Y'all deserve better. Hit the like button for Sean. Y'all salute. Don't be bums like the Knicks were today. 21 of y'all are here. Gotta hit the like button. Hit the like button, please. And yeah, man, we gotta switch that starting lineup thing back. And I really hope Cook is okay, man. Nick said if we start the same lineup on Monday, the series is over, and I'm being very serious. Yeah, he has to change the lineup. At this point, coming into this game, I thought he should have done it, to be honest, but I wasn't going to press. And I said, and I think Moore asked me in the last show, and she was like, do you have faith that Tibbs will adjust? And I said, I do, because he's going to have to. And it may be a process because, game one, there was no Julius. They had Jimmy. Then game two, we have Julius. They don't have Jimmy. Then game three, your game plan for Jimmy. So it's just like the game plan has kind of switched so many times. There's so many different things to adjust to. So I was like, it may be a process in the adjustment from we're not going to. I didn't expect to see everything I needed to see in game three. I didn't expect the adjustments to be perfect in game three. I'm not saying that, it's okay, but I didn't expect. So it's just like game four now, you have another game to adjust. You got it, and you have to get game four. So I need everybody to be on all cylinders. I need everybody to be clicking. I need everybody to be locked in, dialed in. I need the game plan to be perfect, to be excellent. I need guys to execute it damn near perfectly, and let's play basketball and stop shooting 20%. More than the game plan. Stop shooting 20%. That's my game plan. My game plan: stop shooting 20%. Amazing said, only thing Tibbs has to do is put Grimes back in the starting lineup to get his rhythm back. The hard RJ lineup kills our scoring because of lack of shooting. RJ Grimes lineup is better offensively. Yeah, we need it. And it's like, hey man, put Grimes on Jimmy. Put RJ on Jimmy if you got to, bro. I don't know, but we can't not shoot the ball for the first 8 minutes of the game. It's just not gonna work. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. It is not going to work. Amazing said Grimes' Hart lineup should be used defensively at the end of games, depending on situations. Seemed like we didn't play as hard at all. Poor shooting, no diving for balls, no hard fouls except heat. Bro, it was we didn't play nearly as hard as we needed to, man. Unfortunately. What's good, Delano? Salute to everyone in the chat. Salute to Sean Nixwell. Appreciate you, bro. Salute. You know the vibes. Olivier, was good. I need Julius gone at the end of the year. So I'm not gonna do that, especially not right now. We got a series to play, but I understand the sentiment based on the effort that you saw in the biggest game of the millennium for us as a franchise, a fan base, for everybody, for him and his career. I understand you feeling that way. I personally am not going to do that, but I get it. I'm not gonna condemn you doing it. I understand. It was gross. It was gross. It's the type of thing I don't want to see. And it doesn't help the playoff allegations. And, I don't like when people just ignore things. So it's like, people are like, oh, just playoff Julius. But it's just like, last game playoff Julius was 25, 12, and 8. So it's just like, we can't just hold on to bad. But it's just like the lack of effort, the lack of energy. And this is now multiple games. Like that one game, I think it was game 4 against Cleveland, where Tibbs sat Julius down the stretch. And I was begging him to do so because Julius was playing with no effort, no energy. And it's just like, you shouldn't have any games in the playoffs where you're playing like that, but you shouldn't have multiple games in the playoffs where you're playing like that. You just shouldn't. You can't, bro. You can't have multiple games in the playoffs where you're on the court looking like you don't care. That's not cool. Cause like if you're not gonna carry in the playoffs, if you're not gonna play like you carry in the playoffs, if you're not gonna carry like you play in the biggest game of your career, did I say if you're gonna carry like you play? If you're not gonna play like you care in the biggest game of your career, what am I to expect of you? What am I to depend on you for? If you're gonna mail it in the biggest game of your career, it's not even like the shooting though. It's not the shooting that bothered me. Not for Julius personally. Have we shot terribly as a team. Everybody shot terribly. I haven't killed anybody in here for shooting. I haven't killed anybody in here for like minor defensive lapses, getting scored on. I haven't killed anybody. I haven't killed anybody for anything. But Julius Randle really did play like he didn't. He looked like he did not care. That's unacceptable. Amazing said, gotta win one, plain and simple. This team, again, when it's back against the wall, they show up. I expect energy-wise they'll be ready, but our shot making has to go better. Our shot making has to be better indeed, man. We gotta hit shots. I think they will be ready. I would hope so. I would hope so. I don't really think we have a choice, so they gotta get it together. Ethan said, man, I need a win Monday bad, terribly. Need one terribly. That's my birthday, bro. I need that win tremendously. Hey, happy early birthday, man. Hopefully we can be in here in post-game prosperity singing happy birthday. I need that. That's the vibes I need on Monday. Matter of fact, I'm speaking that into existence. And Monday's episode of Post-Game Prosperity, after we even the season up and take back home court advantage, we're going to come in here, and we're going to sing happy birthday to Ethan as a family. Nick Safe said, Julius was so bad, bro. So bad. So bad. And for you to say that, so bad, bro. He was bad. Just bad. Just bad. Like, unnecessarily bad. Like I said, bro, go out there and shoot a tour date, bro. Put up 4 for 21. And I'll be like, damn, man, need those to go in. But, like, go out there and do what Julius Randle did today, bro. And I'm angry. I'm angry. I'm disappointed. I'm hurt. I'm upset. I'm frustrated. I'm all those other words that represent being displeased. Delano said, I believe read that. Oh, no, didn't. Delano said, I believe we'll be better next game. First adjustment I want Tibbs to make is return Grimes to the starting lineup. He's more of a potential perimeter threat than Hart. That's a fact. We need spacing. We need shooting. It's killing us. We need it immediately. So I hope that he makes that move for real. Truly. Where's the comment I was on? Okay, boom. Nick Tape said, I'm having a hard time seeing how we win this series. Feels like they have us in a chokehold and we've made 0 adjustments. I mean, we just gotta hit shots, bro. I don't know. The way that we have to win the next game. Plain and simple, to be honest. I mean, game 1, we played solidly with no Julius. We had a terrible second quarter. And that made, it was a close game for the most part. We also, squandered it down to the stretch. Game 2, we played with our food. We were pretty terrible, but we got the win. Shot 40% from 3. And game 3, we played terribly. So we just have to stop playing terribly. Now, can I guarantee that we're not going to play terribly again? No, not at all. I can't. At this point, we played terribly too many times. I'm nothing if I'm not honest. I'm nothing if I'm not observant. We have played terribly too many times. We just be like, yeah, we're not going to play. Like I said, I think last game, I said, yo, if I say we can't be that bad again, hit me or something. I don't know. I'm not saying that no more, bro. Don't let me say that. I'm not saying it. We could very well be this bad next game. We'd be in trouble. I hope we're not. If we're not this bad, if we hit some shots, we could be okay. And if we win game 4, it's 2-2 on the way back to the Garden. Regroup. Try to hit shots again. Make or miss league. Especially when the team is begging you to shoot. Chicken Man Porto said, no bueno at all, bro. No bueno at all. It was very nasty. Olivier said, Miami are getting beat by 30 by a team that's actually hooping. Jimmy is the only dude who can score. Okay, the Heat are getting beat by 30 by a team that's actually hooping. Hey, man, listen. We just lost by 20 and we're down by 2-1. We're down 2-1, so, I don't really care what would be happening to a team that's actually hooping. I just want to be that team that's actually hooping. I don't care if we win by 30. I don't care if we win by 3. I just need to win. I need us to hoop. I need us to fight for our lives because our lives are backs against the wall. Boom. Delano says, salute Drake Man Porter, but you guys are killing me, not doing any more playback. Amazing said, no way Heat is this damn good. At times we just got out physically matched. Mitch had no impact at all today. Luckily, it's only 2-1 no matter how much you lose by. I'm glad it's a quick turnaround. That's facts. I'm glad it's a quick turnaround, too, even though it feels like we have a lot to figure out. And hopefully Quick is able to come back. But I don't know, man. Excuse me. But, but yeah, no. Luckily, it is only 2-1. Like, this game was nasty. It didn't feel good. Honestly, none of these games have felt good. The first half of the game one was great. The first quarter of game one was great, and then we played terribly in the second quarter, and then we played okay in the second half. But game two, I feel like we played poorly all game, and then we started playing well and won it. And then game three, we just looked like shit all night. So, made a couple runs, but when we did, we squandered. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. All right, let's get out of here. Come on. Olivier said, I don't care about Quick right now. With or without him is the same thing. I disagree, but, if that's your sentiment. That's yours to have. Boom. I care about Quick, and I hope he's okay. Emmanuel said, IQ sprained ankle. Tip says, how sprained? Hopefully it doesn't. It's a very quick turnaround, so he probably won't be. I don't know. Whatever. Amanda said the uncontested misses are killing us too. I think most of it is mentally too. Just didn't seem we were into it today. Yeah, from the jump, man, it didn't seem like we were into it. And yeah, the uncontested misses, bro. You can't miss wide open shots all game. You really can't. It's not good. You have to hit them. And so I said we had to take them. I feel like we took more, but we do have to hit them though. That is also important. So we took shots. We put up 40. We took them. It's progress. Now, hopefully in game 4, we actually make some. Endgame said, far from over, but this looked bad. This definitely did look bad. It did not look good at all. Emmanuel Velasquez said, do we throw Fournier? No. Okay, I'm not even going to finish. No, we don't. We do not do that at all. Jimmy Survivor said, at what point does the team realize as a team, hey guys, we are shooting 8 of 32 from 3-point. Seriously, at what point do they tell themselves stop shooting threes? They can't tell themselves to stop shooting threes. Like, what are they, like, they can't, they just have to hit them. We cannot stop shooting them. We have to hit them. It's not like we're taking, like, step back threes over double teams. Like, we're taking wide open threes. They're NBA players. Like, we're swinging the ball. We're getting wide open looks. We have to hit the shots. We cannot not take those shots. We have to take them. They're giving us the shots. Yes, they're playing the numbers, but we have to take the shots. Or you barrel into the paint and get a charge called, no foul, whatever. You got to take the shots. Knicks tape said, I'm no coach, but can we maybe start making Julius early sub instead of RJ? Give Julius more of a chance to get into a rhythm and gives Brunson the better secondary playmaker to play with. I agree, man. I agree with that wholeheartedly, especially because RJ is not ending up close. Like, I just feel like, like taking him out early, stuff like that, is just like, you end up not closing him 2 games in a row now, just playing. Hey, man, play him all game. I don't even care at this point, bro. Like, oh, yeah. Jimmy Survivor said RJ needs to sit. Randall needs to sit. The ball movement works. Randall, I'm sorry. I don't know. Nick Save said, and Tibbs just said that Brunson tweaked his ankle again, along with Quick having a sprained ankle. All I can do is put on a brave face. Boom. Amazing said, no bench production either. I think moving harder in the starting lineup threw off something. We need to go back to the way it was. Please go back to the way it was. Please. Roddy Bricks said Ducks couldn't even get to 90 points. Hashtag Heat and 5. I don't know. I would assume this is a friend of mine. But I don't know. You're under here under a false name, I assume. Or you're just a random Heat fan off the internet. But congratulations on your victory. See you in game 4. Tariq, what's good, Tariq? I think both teams moved the ball well. One team hit shots, the other didn't. It's still Heat Nation. Looking forward to a great series. Salute, bro. Y'all hit shots. That's what it came down to. We did not hit shots at all. So you're right, completely. You are right. Roddy Bricks with a bunch of heat emojis. Olivier said, I'm really not worried about Jimmy going off for 50 or 60. Let him do that. Play well as a team. Clamp his teammates and score on our end. They can't beat us unless Jimmy has a once-in-a-lifetime 80-point game. Bro, we have to score. We just have to score. You can't put up 86 points and win. You have to score, bro. You got to score. That's what it all comes down to. Like, I don't defend all the defensive takes, whatever. And I think a lot of times, not sometimes good offense helps your defense. We had a couple times where we missed a shot or bro, there was it's one call, so whatever. But I think it was a 13-point game at the time, and Obi went to the basket, went up, Cody Zeller was moving, slid under him, and Obi made the shot, and they called an offensive foul. Then they came down, and I think Duncan Robinson hit a three. And they're just like, damn, that's a 6-point swing. It's like they took 3 points from Obi, and then boom, 3 points. So it's like things like that. When you make your shots, when you're in more of a rhythm offensively, it takes away from what the other team is able to do. But when you're not scoring at all, it makes life really easy for the other team. So we got to put some pressure on them just on a game, possession to possession basis, just by hitting shots. They don't have enough scoring outside of Jimmy. We're not scoring. We got to score, regardless of how much scoring they have. We have to score. Endgame said there were many times the Knicks had some chances to come back, but didn't do much to bring in momentum. That's a fact. Very frustrating. Even going in the half, I feel like we cut the lead to 10. I feel like we could have got the lead to 5, honestly. But then Julius checked out for the rest of the second quarter and didn't do anything at all at any point. And we're down by 14. Amazing said, but it's the reason why they're getting wide open looks. It's because Spo knows these guys, the guys we have in there aren't a threat from outside. But that's not true. That's not Jalen's a threat from outside. Julius has been a threat from outside. RJ went 5 for 9 the other day. But beyond that, Quentin Grimes is a threat from outside. Emmanuel Quigley is a threat from outside. We're just not hitting shots. Even Josh Hart, he's a threat from outside. It's not like we're shooting threes with Mitchell Robinson. And even Josh Hart is the weakest of that group, I would assume. And even he shoots a high clip when he shoots them. But as far as willingness to shoot things like that, but it's not. We don't have inept shooters. Tonight Jalen was, I think, 0 for 5 from 3. Jalen was shooting 40% from 3 during the season. So no, that's not. We just have to hit the shots. They're open because we're not hitting them, yes, but we have to hit them. Let's see. Nick Tate said, it feels like RJ is always the scapegoat for Tibbs, too. I feel like Tibbs just dislikes him. I'm not going to say he dislikes him, but it is kind of wild that he ends up just being a guy not too close for whatever reason. Julius Randle played like shit. Jack Daniels said, if you told me one team has 7 undrafted players, I would have guessed it was the Knicks. Good one. Olivier said, Tobias Harris, greater than Julius Randle. I mean, I guess we just have to have a take today. Jigman Porto said, no one showed up tonight, no energy, it was gross, it was nasty. Amanda said, I can't say too much about the rest because they were letting both teams play physical. We didn't match it earlier. Heat are going to ugly the game up. They want it ugly and intense. We didn't match that. We didn't have the energy we needed, man, from the very jump. Nick said, I don't even need Julius to be a playoff riser. Just give me 18 and 10 on good efficiency and good effort defensively. He just gets into his own head when he isn't hitting shots. I've always been a Julius defender, and I'll pick and choose my spots, but now is not the time for me, LMAO. Yeah, man, it's just he definitely gets into his own head, and I feel like it's his production starts to spiral, bro. When it's bad, it just keeps getting worse, and his energy toward everything defensively, everything just tanks, bro. It's so bad, so nasty. Oh, we're almost at the end. Cool. Miles Johnson said, need to attack the basket more and be more aggressive. I mean, yeah, I agree, but at the same time, like we gotta hit shots, but we do have to attack. I feel like we gotta look to attack more, especially in transition. But they're packing the paint. But Amazing said game two is a big game. Game four is even a much bigger game. I'll give Randall another chance before I dump on him. He did well. He did play well game two, so he better bring a game four. Yeah, man, this is one awful game. Game two he was good. Game one he didn't play. Game two he was good. Game three he was terrible. And so now be good in game four, please, and help us get the dub. I can't stay here too long. I gotta move on to game four. Um, Nick said I might be caping a little bit, but in the flow of the offense, Julius makes. Oh wait, I might be caping a little, but in the flow of the offense, Julius makes him try so much more in the ISO ball. Julius, nah, it's a fact. It's just I I don't the way that like Julius Randle, he can look like the best player on the court sometimes, bro. And then like sometimes he can just look like you don't want him there at all. Like he just, I, I don't know. It's a very strange phenomenon, bro. Like sometimes, like wow, Julius Randle, he might be one of the best players in the NBA, and then sometimes like oh, this guy's on my team. I don't like today. He just looked bad. Like he just looked bad. He looked like he didn't care, bro. He looked like he wasn't there, and that's so disheartening to see in a game of this kind of magnitude. Nick said, and it did feel like a slight trickle down from the Brunson ISOs too. Yeah, all of it was just bad, man. All of it was just nasty. Agreed. Management also played well in the first half of Game 5 in Cleveland. He did. He played really well in the first half of Game 5 in Cleveland. So it's like Game 4 got to be better. Management says sometimes you need your ass kicked to wake up. This team will respond. I trust. I'm just hoping it will be some lineup adjustment. Yeah, we need to adjust the lineup. But yeah, man, we got our ass kicked by Cleveland by 20 points on the road. And then we won 3 straight games. So, I'm not saying we'll win 3 straight games. Maybe we will, but we can come out of winning game 4. Nick Tate said, I'm sad, Sean. I need some good vibes. Have a great night, bro. Great night, bro. Have a good one. Appreciate you. Always know the vibes, bro. Love. Amazing said, threat, meaning that we're not hitting, so he's going to continue to play the same defense until we do. Oh, yeah, facts. He will. But that doesn't mean we don't shoot him. We have to shoot him. Like I said, Spo's playing the numbers, and I do not blame him. We shot 20% in 2 out of 3 games. So they're going to give us the shots. But we have to hit them, bro. We just have to. We have to. Like that. There's no alternative. You can't say turn down these wide open threes to drive into this packed paint. That doesn't make any sense for real. Like we're getting wide open threes. We have to shoot them. We have to hit them. Like, this game, after game 2, I was like, bro, shoot the ball, shoot the ball, shoot the ball, shoot the ball, shoot the ball. Yeah, we shot the ball today. Now it's hit some shots. You gotta be more intentional with what you ask for. You feel me? I'm learning that. Hey, hit shots, hit shots, hit shots, hit shots, hit shots. Knock shots down from the outside. Get your jumpers to fall. How else can I word it? Shoot threes and make them, tickle the twine. Like, I don't know, bro. Like, please. Boom. Seabass. I wish I would stop saying we don't have scoring besides Jimmy. Delusional. I mean, I'm not really saying. I don't care about that, to be honest. Like, Max Strus gave us like 22 today, son. Like, I said in the beginning of the series, it's always gonna be somebody. Like, it's gonna be somebody's night. I just don't think those guys are consistent enough for it to be all of them. Then I said that Gabe Vincent is starting like he's consistent, and then today he was off. So like really between Max Strus, Duncan Robinson, Gabe Vincent, Kyle Lowry, but not even Kyle Lowry. Kyle Lowry isn't between Max Strus, Gabe Vincent, Duncan Robinson, and Caleb Martin. Those guys are not all gonna go off. None of them are gonna go off consistently. But like we can't let the Max Struses give us 22. Like they can get that from him on that night. So it's like that's why. Defensively, I'm not really even talking about Jimmy this, Jimmy. They almost beat us without Jimmy, so I don't really care about that. But like, we just have to hit shots, bro. We have to hit shots. I think our worst defense. I think the worst thing about our defense today is that we didn't hit any shots. And we let Cody Zeller get off for like a 3-4 minute stretch, bro. That was so annoying. I'm like Cody Zeller. Be for real. LaSequence said, Game 4 is do or die. If they care about their season, they'll go and get that game and maybe a resurgence in MSG the following game. That's facts, man. Show me what you're made of at this point. You got to get Game 4. Go get it. How are you going to come out? You going to come out flat like you did today? Julius Randle going to come out not playing basketball like you did today? Because if you do that, we're probably going home. So we got to show up and, like, you know, with a sense of urgency, an actual, dependable sense of urgency. Nick said, funny enough, this is exactly what happened in our first away game in the Cleveland series too. So let's come out and play well on Monday, the second away game in the Cleveland series. But yeah, no, we got smacked. We got ran out the gym, and then we came back and busted ass. So I mean, we got ran out the gym today. We got to come back and be better. Plain and simple. Amanda said, I believe it'll be a better effort. It's just the offense has to be cleaner and more efficient. Got to shoot at least mid-40s from the field and from three. Free throws, too. We've been slipping at the line. We've been slipping from three. We've been slipping from the field. We've been shooting and playing terribly. Amanda said, the thing is with Miami, it's somebody different every game. Yeah, those guys aren't like consistent like on a basis like that outside of Jimmy Farrell. Gabe sometimes, but Gabe wasn't there today. Bam was there today. Bam must have been in the spaces. Bam was dunking. Bam was being aggressive. Bam heard us talking about him. Miles Johnson said it's not about them scoring. We need to hit shots. Can't expect to win shooting 8 for 40. Can't expect to win shooting 8 for 40. You can't shoot 20% every game and win games, bro. It's not a thing. Amazing said deep, meaning that they can kill you on waves, but they don't. Watch Drews turn back into a pumpkin game 4. He very well may and probably will, and hopefully does. But you know, we got to do a better job contesting the 3. We got to communicate and stop letting the Max Drews of the world get 20 points on us in playoff games. But yeah, man. C-Best said I was replying to the comments. Love, but you know the vibes. Even though I hate y'all. Yeah, man. It is what it is. Said it'd be a short show, 47 minutes, which is relatively short somehow. But you know, we're out of here. Thank you guys once again. You know the vibes. Gotta win Game 4. That's really what it comes down to. The mission on this trip was win 1 in Miami. We still have the opportunity to do that. So I'm leaving this game where it's at today. Moving on to Game 4. Good thing it's a quick turnaround. I don't have to do that. It doesn't have to take long. If we win Game 4, for all the trash we're talking, for all the sadness you may feel today, we're in a good spot. So let's go get it on Monday. Love y'all. Have a great night. Adios. Be safe. All that good stuff. Enjoy your weekend. Oh, from the bottom of my heart.